and welcome to Wednesday Debate Live with Tagreed Hussein here on Nile TV International. Well, tonight we'll be talking more about Egypt's technological revolution. As we all know that the president and Egypt's leadership had exhibited tremendous support for sustainable development strategy and Egypt's Vision 2030. And since then, Egypt has undergone a major digital transition in order to modernize its economy and further to improve the public services, to boost the digital literacy, to attain such goals. Definitely the country has exerted tremendous efforts in technical infrastructure. So no country seeking real sustainable development and progress, all this can be achieved. Those are main aims without actually a strong ICT foundation and infrastructure in place in order to drive the necessary change. In that regard, the government has invested considerably in the developmental plans and in the technological infrastructure of the country, believing that technological advances and digitization and applying AI can all support and accelerate Egypt's sustainable development vision. Well, thanks to the new republic that has taken significant steps towards upgrading this sector, aiming to accelerate the development pattern and also improve the quality of life for all Egyptians. Well, tonight we have all the pleasure and honor to have with us engineer Ahmed Al-Habashi. And Engineer Habashi is an expert in the field of digital infrastructure. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for the invitation. I hope it will be a good opportunity for me to add a value for Nile TV International channel and to the audience as well.
Thank you so much, Engineer Al-Habashi, and definitely he has shared in Cairo ICT as a panelist, and through his vision he has also prepared a whole lecture addressing this important event that took place in Cairo from the 19th up to the 22nd of November, showcasing the technological developments and achievements and fostering mainly innovation in Egypt. Before delving into tonight's topic and talking with Engineer Al-Habashi more about ICT this year, what it has provided, the think tanks, definitely digital experts in the digital transformation had all been there, and many brains were together in order to come out with fruitful, definitely, results in that regard. Earlier in the day, it has been good news after the successful Egyptian-Qatari-American mediation. Israel and Hamas have reached an agreement for a 4-day truce on Israel's devastating war in Gaza, accompanied by the release of dozens of captives held by Hamas in return for the Palestinians imprisoned by Israel. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi had welcomed on Wednesday the truce agreement announced in Gaza, praising on his account the success of the Egyptian-Qatari-American mediation in reaching an agreement to implement a humanitarian truce in the Gaza Strip and the exchange of detainees by both sides. In that regard, the president confirmed the continuation of Egyptian efforts aimed at reaching final and sustainable solutions that achieve justice, establish peace, and guarantee the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people. After the successful Egyptian-Qatari-American mediation, Israel and Hamas have reached an agreement for a 4-day truce to Israel's devastating war in Gaza, accompanied by the release of dozens of captives held by Hamas in return for the Palestinians imprisoned by Israel. The 4-day truce deal is providing that both the Israelis and the Palestinians will stop military actions. The Israelis will suspend military operations in entire Gaza. The deal also includes the entry of hundreds of trucks carrying humanitarian relief, medical and fuel aid to all areas of Gaza, also the north and the south. Further, Israel commits to not harming or arresting anyone in all areas of the Gaza Strip, and guarantees also the freedom of improvement and the movement, improving the movement of the people. Welcome back, and we will be today focusing on over 500 regional and international entities gathered in Cairo in order to exchange ideas, to share insights, and also shape the future of technology. Let's watch.
Under its ICT 2030 strategy, Egypt is undertaking a series of investments, capacity building and training programs, digital government services reforms and infrastructure upgrades. Egypt's ICT 2030 strategy calls for launching new initiatives to maximize the contribution of the ICT sector to the state's economic growth by focusing on capacity building, electronics design and manufacturing, and technology parks. The strategy also for the digital transformation of core government services in areas such as education, healthcare and government services. With President Sisi attaching great importance to the communication and IT sector in Egypt, ICT 2030 strategy contributes to achieving the objectives of Egypt's Vision 2030 through building digital Egypt. These objectives entail developing the ICT infrastructure, fostering digital inclusion, achieving the transition to a knowledge-based economy, building capacities and encouraging innovation, fighting corruption, ensuring cybersecurity, and promoting Egypt's position at the regional and international levels. Throughout the last years, there has been growing awareness and prioritization in Egypt about realizing the benefits resulting from the power of developing technology and innovation. In this regard, and under the patronage of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the 27th edition of the International Technology Exhibition and Conference for the Middle East and Africa, Cairo ICT 2023, took place in Egypt from November 19th till the 22nd, under the theme Ignite Innovation, Merging Minds and Machines for a Better World. The holding of the 27th session of Cairo ICT 2023 comes in light of exceptional transformations that highlighted the dominance of technology, its importance and decisive role in the development of Egypt. Egypt's ICT sector has witnessed great development over the past years as a result of the full support that the sector has been receiving from President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. This support enhances Egypt's position on the ICT industry map, enabling the state sectors to achieve digital transformation, contributing to economic growth. This is in addition to building a broad base of professionals in the technology fields to be capable of implementing major national projects.
A technological environment actually that fosters innovation comes ICT 2023. This year actually we have lots of attendees, many channels of discussion, panelists. How did it go this year?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Cairo ICT 2023, it's a landmark actually in Egypt. It's a very strategic event for Africa and the Middle East. More than 100,000 visitors will visit already the exhibition. It was a good opportunity for exhibitors to present showcases, technology and so on. Cairo ICT, it's a good platform for exchange knowledge between companies for infrastructure, for IT, telecommunication, and also it's a good for meeting experts as well. So with a panel discussion, all the visitor can actually attend many of the panel discussion about the new technology, the new trends, pain of the customers, how we can serve better than from technology perspective. Cairo ICT attract many visitors around the world, especially in Africa and Middle East, and I was honored to be part of such incredible event. Cairo ICT has been for 27 years in Egypt. This is the 27th round.
Yes.
And it's a big commitment from the government for ICT. So it's proved that it's part of the government digital transformation initiatives, and it is very strong vision and enables all the telecom and information technology company to interact with visitors, exchange knowledge as well, showcases of the new products and new solutions.
Yes.
It's a good opportunity for everybody, that especially all the visitors are from CIO levels, from ministers, from distribution, resellers, manufacturer, hardware companies, software companies. So it's a good platform and everybody should be attending such a wonderful exhibition every year for sure. Yeah.
Yes, it's actually a story of success, as you've said, Engineer Habashi, that it has been running for 27 years.
Yes.
Cairo ICT 2023 brought together also the technological advances, showcased those advances. And from your words, as you've said, that this reflects how Egypt is paying attention to the technological world that is actually transforming and changing our lives at large. Maybe during the Corona period, we really felt how it is important to have a foundation for technology bases in Egypt.
Yeah.
Well, tell me more about digital Egypt as you see it, Engineer Habashi. How do you see digital Egypt and this sense of technological transformation and revolution that we are witnessing?
Okay. Digital Egypt is a very well-defined strategy for the Egypt government. Egypt government outlined the vision of digital transformation. Digital transformation is essential road and journey for making all the services from the government more easy, seamless for the public as well. So many of the government services already built on digital transformation. Digitize the service for the public, it will be easier for sure. Smart cities as a digital transformation initiative from the government is also very important.
Yes.
Difficult task for building smart cities, but it is essential because smart cities should have a very digitized infrastructure. This is what retain on the comfort zone of the residents themselves.
Yes.
And very important about digital Egypt or digital transformation initiative in the market in Egypt, it's about the financial payment and facilities as well. This is something very important, crucial for facilitating business transaction, financial transaction in your fingertips actually, through online, through smartphones as well.
Yes.
To make the financial transaction more seamless and the most important, to be more secured as well. Digital transformation is part of the education and health care as well. So, and this is a part of the project that the government insists that to have such a digital transformation facilities in technology, in healthcare, in education, and this is essential as well. Moreover, actually, how we can improve the services from the government in terms of, for example, tendering as well, okay, procurement process, transaction in very transparent way. And this is how to build a requirement in the Egyptian market as well. This is all digital transformation is needed, as it is in place already. The most important thing from my point of view that Egyptian ID identification, actually, how to make a digital identification for Egyptians. And this can be as a digital ID using biometric fingerprints, face recognition, other stuff like that. All this technology, it will be for a modern future for the Egyptian society.
Yes, it is going to be at our fingertips so soon when we get acquainted with this usage, talking about maximizing the state's competitiveness through this initiative, through Digital Egypt, and from the eyes of a digital infrastructure expert. I guess it's very important to have the foundation, the infrastructure for this sense of revolution. So where are we today?
Okay. Why we have to have infrastructure and very strong infrastructure? The data, it's already increasing tremendously by the government, by the business institutes, by the business company, by corporate, and by individuals as well. So infrastructure is needed. So the size of data has been increased tremendously, and the need of the storage of data as well is needed. So ICT is part of digital Egypt or digitalization of Egypt infrastructure from the government. So they are invested. And the proof that we have Cairo ICT every year, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. Additional that.
This shows, of course, how the government is keen.
Is keen and strong. It's a very strong commitment.
Strong commitment.
It's a very strong commitment and visible for everybody. And additional to that, improving the networking capabilities as well. Investment huge in the government sector in such area as well. So demanding of the storage, data center, infrastructure, it is in place. We have in the new capital huge infrastructure. We have data centers as well. We have disaster recovery in the north coast as well. So we have a very strong in the government sector and in the private sector and in the banking sectors as well, financial sector. Why we have to have very strong infrastructure? Because you have a data, and I believe, and everybody can see that data is a new oil now. Is a new oil. Everybody has a data. I personally have a data on my phone, my data, my photos, my notes. You have the same the way. So it is more important for you as a person. What do you think about the government, the business units? What about the companies as well? So it's very crucial that you have a data, but the most important, how to manage it.
And how to secure it at the same time.
How to secure it as well.
And this is a big question mark, because this actually would lead us to discuss further concerning the opportunities in hyperscale data centers.
Yes,
so
exactly.
There are opportunities, there are developments, but at the same time, many challenges are facing us on how to secure our data.
Yes, how to secure it. As I mentioned, that the increase and rising of data analytics as well. So we have a data, we have to analyze it, we have to use it, we have to filter it, we have to secure it, and we have to have infrastructure, scalability features to make more storage. That is the reason there is a hyperscaler opportunity, because if you would like to store more data, you have to go to centralized hyperscaler, for example, because they will have more storage and they will have more computing to process data as well. This is a good opportunity for hyperscaler, and this is opportunity for business unit as well. So definitely this is a good opportunity, and the demand is huge, scalability, and the most important, when you are moving data from infrastructure, from a data center to hyperscaler, you need to move it in a seamless way, very fast way, and the most important, secured way. Because, and you have to save it in a very safe way and a place, because once you need it, you need to return it back.
To retrieve it back.
To retrieve it back. So this is something is very important. This is a huge, and by the way, additional to hyperscaler, a new technology came, it's computing age actually.
Yes.
So why you are going for centralized data centers, and you can manage your data during the computing age. It's a smaller data center next to the consumers or the customers, so they can have more seamless, less latency when they are storing data, backing data, and bring it back and forth as well.
Yes.
So I think this, where we are, we have very solid infrastructure, and it still is growing as well.
Yes.
The most we have data, the more it needs for more storage, more infrastructure, computings, and so on.
Yes. When we're talking digital transformation, we're always thinking of how far this sense of digital transformation is going to be beneficial for us in our daily lives, how far we are going to resort to it automatically. In what way will it provide advantages? So talking about the advantages of technology for our viewers to catch up in a way or another of the need that we would combat what we call technological literacy.
Okay. Yeah. So when we are talking about digitalization, it is an essential journey.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I mentioned, whatever you think you can do it in online, it is something essential for digital.
A society which is digitized means that
still yes, we have part of the digital transformation in place, happening, and especially payment, by the way, and financial payment transaction on daily basis. This is something is happening in Egypt, by the way. Okay, without mentioning names, but you can transfer money every day now. You can use your electronic wallet.
Yeah.
Electronic wallet now has been announced and has been used, and it's been trusted, and this is the most important.
Yes.
As a consumer, I have data. I have my bank account, and I want to make sure that when I'm transferring my data, my money,
I'm safe.
You are safe.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is most important. Yes, we have it. It is in place. We have some utilities payment in place as well. So you can pay your electricity bill. You can pay your some part of your financial bills as well online, and this is something happen. And traffic violation now, it's tickets. You can investigate about the traffic violations, and you can apply for it, and you
Makes
can
life easier, definitely. And goes much more smoothly.
Yes, exactly. And most important about how we can make sure that we are on track, it is just to keep learning the new technology.
Yeah.
Because
Every day there's
every day
something
new
new.
technology. Yeah, digital transformation, it's initiatives, but
Yes.
it's a journey as well. So the journey, things are moving very fast.
Accumulated.
And they accumulated. If you are not well equipped with information and resources, how you can be adapted with the new technology, you will be lost. But we are doing that. We have
We're doing great.
very well experts. We have very well organized project in Egypt. And moving forward, digital banking, it will be announced, I think, early next year. It needs approval from the government. And this is something, it's a revolution, actually.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Do you think
definitely.
that when you go to the bank, you don't need to deal with paper, you don't deal with money,
Yes.
even with the checks? So digital banking, it's in the study, and during Cairo ICT, I think there
And
was
definitely this adds to our sense of global competitiveness, you know. The whole world is actually witnessing a revolution in technology and also in AI, which we'll be discussing further. But this gives a big change and chance as well to the society. In what way do we have challenges and chances?
in terms
of digitization.
Of course, the chances in place, because we have the experts, we have the resources, we have the government support and the commitment as well.
So we are opening opportunities.
Yes, of course, yes. And the challenges, as I mentioned, that the adoption of the new technology, it is a must. Adoption to the new requirement and the changes of the...
and the awareness also of the people.
Yes, awareness of the people. And the most important is security as well. Once it is, once it is secured as a data and digital transformation, the more that the trust of the people that use the online services.
Yeah.
Some people, they don't believe that now they can do services by online banking, by the way. They have to go to the bank, and the bank is still advising them to go and use online banking. And this is save money, save effort, energy as well. Yeah, challenges is more awareness, trusted project, and in execution in place. And
Yes.
we are on the right track. Definitely we are on the right track, by the way.
Thank God. The President attaches great importance to communication and the IT sector in Egypt. The government is actually currently focused on moving towards the digital economy, as Engineer Habashi said, accelerating the country's digital transformation, and all that is definitely a plus that is reflected on the society at large. As we know that information and communication technologies are playing an essential role in supporting our lives today. We are going to be witnessing lots of developments that are going to be at the tip of iceberg. There will be no much more concerning a world that is going to be using paper. So tell us more about the expectations. What are we expecting in 2024?
Expecting to have more AI in our life, by the way. It's already existing, by the way.
Yes.
And this is something is coming, and it's already in place, and we have to utilize it, by the way. The slogan of the Cairo ICT was Ignite Innovation,
Yes.
and merge minds with machines.
Yes.
So, and this is very strong.
This is the ipso facto. This is the future.
Yeah. For better world. It's a very strong statement, by the way. It catches everybody attention when they were entering Cairo ICT. AI, it is with us in daily life. For example, once you wake up in the morning, you start using your smartphone, and you start to unlock your smartphone by face recognition. And this is AI, by the way. Then you start to go and you will find a way how to route to your business office, for example, and using one of the services so that the routes it's already automated and it shows the right route, the shortest one, and the fastest one as well. This is AI. Once you are in your office, then you start using your email. So it's using an email and you start typing and you have some spelling mistakes and correction. And this is AI in the background as well.
Okay. Correcting.
Yeah, correcting. This is something you don't recognize this is AI. And also, once you finish your work, you would like to go back home and relax, and then you start watching one of your entertainment videos, for example, and you would like to be in a short list of your favorite movies, and you don't want to. You don't have to choose from movies which one you would like to watch. This is part of AI as well, because it gives you recommendation about your favorite moods of movies as well. And the most famous one, shopping. When you go for shopping online, you start hitting accounts and some websites, then it gives you recommendation every time when you go for shopping why you have to choose this brand, not this, because you're interested in other stuff like that. So this is from personal perspective. So what do you think from business perspective as well? Business perspective in AI, it's needed because we have data, we have analyzed the data, and now we have to use the data as well to have more business opportunity. So AI, it interferes with any business decision. It interferes with medical and health care in diagnostic, for example. It gives you very fast results about the cause of sickness or the recommendation of medicine as well. And the most important for education. And I believe education is very essential, like everybody believes in that. So education, it gives you a report how you can start your journey of education according to your capabilities.
But and today, in all the smart universities, you can find AI compulsory today.
Yes.
It's integrated in the curricula, and it is there. Well, many opportunities concerning the AI world, and we always hear new terms, as so to speak, like generative AI, for instance. What's generative AI, engineer?
Generative AI is a type of AI, by the way.
Yes.
And I will try to simplify it as much as I can. And it's a type of AI uses other data made to generate new content. Okay, and new content.
That's why it is called generative, because it generates.
It generates. So it's using other machines to generate more content. And as example, for OpenAI GPT, for example, it gives you an opportunity to create article, presentations. Okay, so it creates something novel, something you can use it. Something has been reviewed from other resources and give it to you as your request. So it goes from the business perspective and from entertainment, for example, for creating more videos, music, and it goes for architecture as well. To gives you ability to draw, gives you idea about how the building would like to be, and gives you more and more and more. And this is something can create business opportunities.
Yes. So as we speak, we can see here in the videos, and the robots are playing a very important role in our lives.
Yep.
And definitely the world of robots and the sense of services that they would provide are going to be like amazing in the future.
It's amazing, and it's essential, and makes the life easier, by the way. And
were they seen at ICT?
Not too much, but the concept, it wasn't populated, but it's existing as well. So robotics built on AI, by the way. So it is the same function. It's a sort of AI. It's a type of AI. It helps a lot. It helps in serving the community, in serving the business needs, and so on. And
how will it help you in your field?
For me, it helps to analyze the surroundings of the infrastructure, for example.
Yeah.
It collects information.
So information.
It collects information. It's pure about data, by the way. And data, as I mentioned, it's the new oil.
Yeah.
So it collects the data from surrounding, and then it calculates it, it analyzes it, and then produce outcome. And this is important, by the way. It's not only about collecting data and then analyze it and then you keep it. You have to come output and very positive output about decisions, about the opportunity, where you have to focus and so on. So yeah, robotics definitely, it's a sort of AI interested, and they generate some threats to others, by the way. So sometimes people, and not sometimes, always people, they look at the AI and its types, whatever, robotics or Gen AI, it's job threats actually. So it's job displacement for people. For people, they think that they will be replaced by AI, by robotics for routine business.
But we still need the flesh and blood. We still need the human beings.
Yes, definitely. We need it. But by the way, when
hand in hand.
But by
with
the way,
robots.
it's a fact. Some job will
disappear.
Will disappear for sure, and started disappeared. But it will create new opportunity for people. But how you can catch up with the new opportunity? By learning the new technology. The new technology will lead for that.
Yeah. What sort of tips would you give today, Engineer Habashi, to our viewers seeing us right now, so that their jobs won't disappear? I mean, how can they benefit from AI, and at the same time, both would complement each other?
And by the way, you can search by AI for the new opportunity. It gives you answer. If you go to OpenAI, GPT, it gives you answer where you can find new jobs.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, definitely. And this is the beauty of AI. It is existing, and it helps you. By the way, it's a threat, but can help you as well. So finding a new opportunity will never come without knowledge. Knowledge is essential. Still, I'm learning every day. Still, I have to educate myself. I'm trying to catch up whatever we have a new technology, to be on track, to adapt with the changes. And to adapt to the changes, something is not easy for people, by the way. So you are in the comfort zone, and you find that you will be replaced by someone you don't see that is a human at all, and you think this is not fair. But if you read about it, it will happen. You have to adapt yourself for the changes. You have to improve yourself, self-driven, self-education. You can find a new opportunity. You can find a new opportunity with a tremendous way, because you will not be staying in the same zone. You will not stay in the same level.
Not in the comfort zone
anymore, definitely. And you will be kicked out. And
you need to be having this sense of adventure.
Yes,
and also this sense of exploration.
Exploration. And nobody will come and feed you by this, by the way. You have to find it by yourself. This is my advice for anybody, for my friends, for my family as well, for my son, my daughter, for my wife. I'm telling them you have to keep learning in whatever, in relative subjects you need, or technology, or interest, by the way. I'm not just talking about the technology. I'm talking about any. Learning is a key. Yeah. And when I'm talking about the technology, definitely learning to find out what is going on, what will happen in the future. Nobody will believe that Gen AI will come in your fingertips, by the way. Nobody will think that. And by the way, some people, they don't know if this presentation has been created by you, or has been created by
ChatGPT.
Exactly. Okay, this is advantage. Sometimes you have to prove yourself, but you have to manage yourself with the technology changes.
Yes, with the technology changes, there is always arising the question: how can I save my data? How can I make my data secure? Cybersecurity awareness became a very important component in that respect.
This is essential topic that everybody should be aware.
Yeah.
When we are using technology, as I mentioned from the beginning of the interview, we have been using technology, using our smartphone, our data centers, laptop, online. So all this now, it's something very valuable for you, and it's very good attraction for other bad people as well. Okay, data is very crucial for everybody. So cybersecurity should be taken in consideration in the personal level and in the corporate level as well. So advising the cybersecurity awareness, by starting by yourself. You have to keep your data safe. For example, from your smartphone, you have to use a very strong password, by the way. Don't go for suspicious websites.
Yes.
And don't listen to the message that you're receiving.
Don't use any sort of codes that
exactly
that.
Don't click a link is not trusted at all.
Yeah.
And thank you for the awareness has been conducted several times from banking. Don't share your personal information banking, your username, password for update your information. And this is something now people became familiar with it.
Yeah.
Additional to that, social. Once you have any threats in your smartphone, for example, you have to inform other people. They have to understand. You have to report it as well. You have to report it internally, socially, and you have to report it to the manufacturers of the application. Very important. You have to make sure that your smartphone updated to the new version. You have to make sure your application is updated to the new version as well. You have to make sure that you are using the two authentication factors, for example, for using passwords, not only a simple password, your birthday password, yeah, for example. Many people are using that. Don't install application on your smartphone for non-trusted resources. You have to go and read about the resource, how many people trust the application itself. Don't download from the internet from not trusted website.
Yes. Well, definitely this is very important cybersecurity awareness, and thank you so much, Engineer Habashi, for the tips. Today, actually, from electric cars to the carbon capturing technology, we have sustainable technologies actually making us all happy, because our future is going to be cleaner, our future is going to be greener,
yeah,
much more smarter. So talking about technology and its correlevance with a green future.
Okay.
How is that?
We have the nature very strong resources, by the way.
Yeah.
And from long time ago, millions years ago, we have the main one is the solar system, for example. Definitely for sustainability, it's a part of the digital transformation as well. So when you are using solar system for generating energy, is essential, by the way. So how we can do it? We can use the technology for using solar plates, for example, for energy generation. Also the wind. Wind is very strong, by the way. Using wind turbines to generate electricity and energy is essential. And this is sustainability gifted by the nature itself. Okay, when you are talking about as well the hydraulic power as well, all source of the natural resources we have, if we are using it to have very sustainable environment, this is will reflect on very green environment. And the carbon emissions, when we have a carbon emissions and can be stored and kept away from the environment, this is we are saving environment as well. And we cannot keep using solar system every day without storing the energy itself. So we have to store it as well, because sometimes we need it in some days without we don't have sun, for example.
Yes.
So we are using solar system to store energy in batteries. And this is something essential in our daily life.
Yes.
All this aspect will help to have very health and the greener future, and which the one I like it the most is recycling, by the way. Recycling is something, and this is the way people they can behave every day with recycle approach. Recycling will help that we use sustainable materials every day, that we can be used more and more and more. And recycling, everybody is aware of recycling. I will not add a value about explaining recycling, but this is something important for us.
Yes.
And I'm building very sustainable buildings and green buildings as well. So they use less energy, and this is for the green future.
We're definitely going smarter and going greener, and the whole world is like in a revolution concerning the digital world, digitizing. Digital infrastructure is actually a field which is very important, because it lays the foundation stone for many projects. And I guess that this has been also one of the panels of discussion at ICT 2023. What were the cornerstones of your address as a panelist, Engineer Habashi?
It was how you do you think data will be important for IT, for information technology? And without saying, data is a new oil. Data is precious for individuals and corporates. So infrastructure, it is built because it is needed for the expansion and the rise of data analytics as well. So data is something we need to be utilizing in a perfect way, efficient way, seamless way, secured way, and whatever we need investment, we have to keep it, because the new oil is something that will bring more business simplicity, seamless transaction, very strong economic as well, because you cannot build a project without having data about the project itself.
Yes. Well, the sky is the limit, actually, to the world of IT. And like in a minute, wrapping up this discussion, tell us more about how do you view the future of the world of technology, and at the same time, what are the expectations for ICT 2024?
Future of technology, it is in place. I think AI is playing a big role in the future of IT. And without knowledge, without learning, we will not be able to adapt. So we have to move fast. We have to accumulate the efforts to be adapted to the journey. We have a journey to the cloud as well. So we have to be ready. Still, we have regulations. Of course, we're using hyperscaler outside of Egypt, but it is coming, and we need to be ready for that. And I think Cairo ICT 2024 will be more promising, because what I can see, the more project we have, the more requirement in digital transformation, the more we need to be presentable from the technology perspective. So Cairo ICT 2024, it will be amazing like this year, and the more we will have the government investment and the commitment, the more we'll have more visitors as well, and more showcases, more exhibitors, more interaction, exchange knowledge, and we are in the right track, by the way. So I think it will be a fantastic year next year as well.
Congratulations on the achievements for ICT this year. I thank you so much, Engineer Ahmed Al-Habashi, who is our digital infrastructure expert for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to Nile TV.
It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I thank you, dear viewers, for joining us. That was the Daily Debate, and I'm Taghreed Hussein, signing off.